everybody. This is Roxanne Drake. Today, in light of, what's been happening on the news and the two men that were killed by police yesterday and then the protests that followed, I wanted to make a few comments. I was talking to my daughter about the whole thing. My daughter came in highly upset about all the events and, hearing about yet another black man being shot and killed by the police. I just want to say at this point that, only the truth will set us free, and only getting down to what's really happening beneath all this craziness is what's going to make the situation right and make it better. So, our first knee-jerk reaction is, of course, to just maybe think, yeah, I'm mad, this is injustice, which it is, but we need to get down to the truth of what's really happening here. And the first truth I want to state is that our actions come from our beliefs and ideas that we hold within us. So the first idea that has to be held within each one of us for us to treat each one with respect is to understand that we're each human beings. And, in America, here's how we put it. We say we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We are all human beings who have high potential, unlimited potential within us, I believe. But how well we live up to, our ideal life is going to be determined by the beliefs and mindsets that we hold within us. And as a group, the beliefs that others hold about us also affect us. Okay, so anyway, I just realized I had to make a video around this whole matter of this violence and police brutality and the protests and everything. I was talking to my daughter this morning. She had seen the person that had been killed on the news, and she was reacting emotionally. She was like, wow, I don't understand how the police could be like this. And, she was just really upset with the police and the way the guy was treated, the way that, two people got killed and in an unjust way by the police. And I can understand that. But at the same time, I wanted to make a couple of points, not to justify anyone who killed anyone else. There's no justification in that. But just to get to the bottom of this all and to some of the answers, I think it's so important to understand a couple of things and a couple of truths. Those who live by the sword shall die by the sword. So, we begin to understand, even as Dr. King said, that violence incites more violence. So even as all this stuff is going on, I think it's just so important that we understand that more violence and retaliation is not the answer. The answer lies in, a couple of things. The answer lies in truth and in love. It's the truth that will set us free. We each have to understand and begin to understand that we're each, these human beings with this mighty potential. We're also children of God. We're spiritual beings. And the way we act in life and what we achieve is based on what we believe inside of us, the ideas, the thoughts, the beliefs we hold inside of us. So, in a society where people hold the highest ideas and the highest thoughts about others, understanding that each person is valued, each person is unique, and each person has mega potential inside of them. In a society where that kind of understanding is held inside each person, then we're going to treat each other differently. One thing that's determining a lot of where we get our ideas and beliefs from is what we expose our minds to. What you feed your mind is what's going to begin to be internalized inside you. So you have to watch where you get your ideas and beliefs from and make sure that they're really true ideas and beliefs. The second truth I want to talk about is that violence begets more violence. Going to the first truth first, when we react with more violence, it's just going to create more violence and more fear, more retaliation, and more of a need to control, to keep people in line. So, reacting in violence, somebody killing somebody else, somebody just going out to start looting and acting crazy and hurting other people. That's not the answer. That's not going to bring our peace. The third truth is love. Love is what we all need inside of our hearts. I know we heard that. But true love that extends outwards to others, where we're able to see others as just as important as we see ourselves. So to go back to the first truth I mentioned about the truth setting us free, I want to talk a little bit about where many of us that are caught up in this violence, or many of us are getting our level of ideas that are in our minds from. If we're spending hours in front of the TV, hours at the movies, hours listening to the popular music on the radio or whatever that's being put out, a lot of that stuff, if we allow that to just go into our minds unfiltered without really thinking about it, or we just continuously expose ourselves to that, which many people are doing, then we're being brainwashed by what we see. Our ideas are being created by what's being put out there at us, put out there, for us, if we're imbibing in that and eating that stuff. And unfortunately, when you think about the type media that's put out that has black people in it, a lot of it is negative. It's showing us as being violent, less valuable in society. We're always the ones killed off in the movies and stuff. And the rap, a lot of it's about us, glorifying this crazy hedonistic lifestyle and everything. So if people are eating that kind of image of themselves, they're going to begin to act like that. And then there are those who see us, even in other countries, China, whatever. They see us in the movies, and this is who they think we are. This is how we get treated, because this image is being fed to them. This is what's inside their mind about who we are. So instead of holding the truth about us being the children of God and, human beings with all this value and potential, they have this image that they're seeing in the media and hearing in the songs. And so people are reacting to that. These police officers are probably frightened because they have some idea in their mind that, the black man is someone to be feared. And many of us are dressing and looking like the hoodlums in these movies and stuff. So, I'm not justifying anyone's behavior right now. I'm just trying to explain what's going on and what needs to be corrected kind of at a truth level for us to have true change in this world. And by the way, I'd like to take this time to let everyone know that I just released a new book on Amazon. I think it's available on Amazon Kindle. It's called 33 Powerful Spiritual Tweets. 33 Powerful Spiritual Tweets. It's on Amazon. I'm going to put the link below. So anyway, I'm going to let this be it for today. Peace and out till next time.